YouTube, Super here with a review of the Power Rangers Super Megaforce Deluxe Super Mega Saber. Yay, names. So this was picked up for $29.99 at Toys R Us. Probably going to be $24.99 at most other locations. But for now, Toys R Us is the only place they're stocking these, at least for about a month or so. Yeah, so this is the American Power Rangers equivalent of the Gokai Saber. They kept the name Saber, so that's fun. And unlike the Japanese release, we actually have the Super Megaforce Blue key with this, which makes sense, because Blue is a heavy sword user. So, pretty interesting that they kind of fixed that. The blade is actually really kind of neat. It lights up and stuff, and we'll take a look at that. There's the little pull tab there. There's a Try Me mode. On the back, we have the same lineup of Ranger keys from the Legendary Morpher box. And then obviously just shows how everything works. So let's go ahead, get this open and take a look. Alright, so before we begin, obviously there is a Ranger key included. The Super Megaforce Blue Ranger key, belonging to Noah. So this is key number 2 in the Power Ranger line. And here it is next to the Gokai Blue Ranger key. So as you can see, it is quite a bit darker, and actually this is a little bit closer to the actual suit color in the show. So that's kind of neat. Not really a complaint against the Japanese version or anything, but it's nice to have a more suit-accurate color. So, flip his arms up. There we go. All flipped up. There is the Super Megaforce logo right there with the QR code behind it. Hopefully we'll have the scanner app fairly soon. Does the Zords really have to have Super Mega in front of them? It just seems kind of redundant. Super Mega as a whole is very redundant. But anyway, pretty cool little Ranger key, and it's nice to have a color that's not red right off the bat. So pretty cool. Now anyway, on to the toy itself. So real quick to get the comparisons out of the way, here is the Gokai Saber. So as you can see here, to the best of my current ability, it is roughly the same exact length, give or take. The tip of the saber is actually right here. It is pretty much exactly the same length. The blade is a tiny bit longer because the handle is a little bit shorter. As you can see when I flip it over here, the handle is also quite a bit thinner, which is actually really nice. My only complaint when the Gokai Saber was out is that it was really thick. This chamber right here makes the sword itself really thick, so it was kind of off-putting. But thankfully, the Super Mega Saber actually solved that, since everything is smaller in the American releases. The chamber is smaller, so therefore this is smaller, and it ends up looking quite a bit more like an actual saber would, as opposed to how thick the Gokai Saber was. So that's really cool. And the only real difference in coloration is the fact that the button right here isn't colored in. And I'm noticing that the logo isn't colored in a lot on these weapons. I'm not sure why. And on the Zords too, I don't know if they're just trying to not use that logo as much, because it's kind of associated with pirates, but they are pirates, so I don't know why they would do that, but cost-saving measures, I guess. But given how much other paint applications are throughout this toy, I don't see why it wasn't included. But, oh well, to each their own. The blade is actually made out of a soft plastic. It's a soft, hollowed-out plastic. As opposed to the Japanese release, which is that bendy rubber that, if you get stuck like this for a long period of time, gets morphed like that, and then it's a pain to try to recenter. Not going to have a problem with this one, as this really isn't going to bend too much, and if it does, you're probably bound to just straight up ruin it, which I guess could actually be a negative. But it's a pretty sturdy plastic. It is squishy because it's hollowed, but you're not really going to have too many problems with this. And if you decide to beat your siblings with it, it hurts quite a bit more. So that is a plus or a minus depending on what you're looking for. So pretty neat overall. I like the form factor, fits comfortably in the hand. The handle itself right here is pretty much the same size. So if the Gokai Saber was okay with you, this will be okay as well. The on and off switch is located right here. It comes with 3 LR44 batteries, so you are good to go. You get that weird little turn on noise. And if we go ahead and initiate various slashing effects, finally got the green LED. So there's a red LED down here, a green LED right here, and a blue LED up here. Yes, they discluded the yellow and pink LEDs. It's a boys' toy line. Not really going to nitpick about it. It would have been nice to see them because I love colors and I like the fact that there is multiple colors in a toy. But it's not a deal breaker for me. I really don't care. So good to know. So the LEDs are now in the blade of the toy since it's this clear kind of plastic instead of the Gokai Saber, which had the LED inside of the logo right here. It had multiple color LEDs depending on what color ranger key you inserted. So that was kind of cool. Obviously that function is gone because it doesn't actually read the keys whatsoever. It just reads that a key is in there. So pushing that is not going to solve anything whatsoever. If we go ahead and flip that up, just put the key in like so. Get a charging effect right here with the red and green. It will end pretty quick. It doesn't continuously go. Press the trigger now.
Super Mega Saber.
You hear Troy say Super Mega Saber with a slashing attack. I'm going to go ahead and turn my lights off and we can take a look at these LEDs. Alright, so let's go ahead and take out the key. So you hear that take out key noise that we're familiar with, so that's cool. Here are just the slashings. Really cool. I love the LEDs in this. It's actually pitch black in my room right now and I can't see for anything, so I'm trying to put this key into the key slot and failing miserably. There we go.
Super Mega Saber. Super Mega Saber.
That is just really flat out gorgeous. So as it stands, this is actually a phenomenal toy. Granted, it would be nice if it was a little bit bigger. We've had things like the Ultra Dragon Sword and this Mega Blade. So having a sword weapon that's actually fairly short is a little bit of a letdown. However, size-wise, it isn't all that bad. It works as a short saber. And compared to the Gokai Saber itself, it actually feels a lot more like an actual saber because of the thinner styling going on up here. So overall, I really like it. It gets rid of the blade problem that I was having. The sounds aren't bad. Troy saying Super Mega Saber is kinda lame, but it's not really that big of a deal to me. The LEDs in here are absolutely beautiful, and in dark lighting conditions, looks absolutely gorgeous when you're playing with it. So really cool. Love the LEDs, and that actually is what wins me over with this. Probably my favorite toy of the line so far. So they got kind of a standard to set with this. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of the weapon lines, even though I'm not sure what more we're getting that are going to be of this quality. But really cool, and a nice way to get the Super Megaforce Blue key. Really glad they included Blue with this, given the fact that he uses the swords. So really cool. Definitely worth the pickup. Should be $24.99 at most normal retailers. So pick this up at Toys R Us. Keep your eye out for the pallets and all these really awesome toys. So looking forward to see what we can find next with Super Megaforce. So hopefully we'll have some new reviews soon. Thanks for watching. Take care and have a great one. Bye.